Shalom, it's your boy DBD back again with another edition. So guys, we're going to continue still on this book, what's it called, Your Brain and Porn. Now, this book, I agreed with what I done a video on this like a couple weeks ago about energy and about how semen retention prevents anxiety and how a lot of people always describe when they're on semen retention they have more confidence, they're not depressed, and I'm going to break it down again. So cool. This is a doctor and a scientist, and he says scientists now view depression as a condition of low energy. So basically, if you're depressed, it just means basically that you don't have dopamine or serotonin in your body giving you the impression that you're doing good. So you're lacking in it. And now it's going to go deeper. It says, and a little motivation. Recent research confirmed that the go-get-it what's it called, chemical dopamine is the main player, the reward hormone. In fact, impaired restored dopamine signaling may be behind many symptoms improvement reported by recovering users. Again, more in the next chapter. So it's going to break it down. So when we go to this page, it says this, which I'm going to read. Almost a dozen studies now correlate porn use or problematic porn use with depression. So there's a correlation, and is now being confirmed. Selected citation in those studies and in others associate links with porn use also included in psychotism, paranoid thinking, stress, psychotic symptoms, and narcissism. In the light of this vast informal experiment, it seems clear that the widely public-sized view that pornography, specifically online pornography, is harmless should be reconsidered. So he's saying that people who are saying that pornography is harmless, not going to do nothing, they need to re-examine and reconsider those statements, because from evidence, pornography makes you depressed, which I'm going to break down. Cool. Now it goes even deeper, and it says that, yeah, cool. It says as a matter of urgency. So this is a matter of urgency that they need to reconsider. It says we can't be sure that the thousands of people describing their recovery from excessive porn use mistaken. It says this can't be an accident. Indeed, the research so far published overwhelmingly correlates and contributes to this decision. So now we're going to break it down. So cool. If you can see from there, this is the crown chakra, root chakra. We've already identified that whenever you're watching pornography and you're ejaculating, what happens is that you're dabbling in the low vibration, which is the root chakra. Now, root chakra is not inherently bad. You need all of these in your body. It's the systems, the way the Most High created it. But whenever you are ejaculating, you're telling your body that you are about to reproduce. Now, when you're telling your body that you're about to reproduce, what happens to you is that everything in your body, remember, energy cannot be destroyed, neither can energy be created. It can only be transferred. So whenever you ejaculate, you're telling your body's saying, it's downloading all of your creativity, your, athleticism, everything to do with your DNA is downloaded into that sperm, and now thinking that you're about to procreate, but we're not procreating. We're just ejaculating. And because you're doing it over and over and over and over and over and over again, your body doesn't have time to get what? Minerals. Your body doesn't have time to reboot, and your body doesn't have time to recover. So you stay in that low vibration. So your body's saying, what's going on? So you basically you're half alive, half not, because you're in limbo. You're in a state of low vibrations, just so low, so toxic, and your body's fighting. So we're going to break it down. So now this is the energy scale. The green, neutral, meaning pH level is neutral, so your body is alkaline. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, if you have too much energy, which I was talking about previously in semen retention, it's also too bad. You need to do exercise. You need to now channel your energy, because you then be hyper. You want to have sex with everyone because of any woman that you see, your body starts to get an erection, which is the truth. When you're on long streaks of semen retention, you're going to have a boner, which is for another time. But you're supposed to be dabbling in the neutral state. Now, how does an individual keep his body alkaline and neutral? Semen retention. When you're on semen retention, what happens to you? You don't ejaculate. And when you don't ejaculate, you don't lose minerals. Your vitality level is still optimum, and you don't dabble into the low vibration. And this is why in this book, which I'm going to be breaking down, this book is a powerful book. I would highly recommend it, which is Your Brain and Porn. It gives scenarios about people. Let me see if I can find one quickly. Talking about how when they stopped, using pornography, how it made them feel. So it says this, yeah, which, look, it says those who reboot commonly report that they have a better concentration, no brain fog, clearer thinking, improved memory. Not surprisingly, researchers report that porn viewing is associated with concentration problems, working memory interference, poor executive function, which is your prefrontal cortex, which I was talking about in the other video, which has told you that the brain shrinks, which this thing states as well, which we're going to read. It says that several research groups have now linked porn with impulsiveness, just being irrational like an animal, because of when you're on that low vibration, you are in the flight and fight mode. So you're basically putting your body in survival mode. But why is your body in survival mode? Because you're losing so much minerals that your body goes into a state of stress, but you don't know it because you've been conditioned to believe that this is how you're supposed to feel, but it's not. Now we continue. Then it says that this, it says several research groups have now linked porn to impulsiveness, or the inability to delay gratification. This, so basically you need to get it now. You can't wait. You just have no patience. You're basically behaving like a drug addict. This ominous implication for meeting life goals while using porn. Such results align with finding that moderate porn use, even by non-addicts, correlates with shrunken grey matter in the region of the brain associated with cognitive function. This is what I was talking about. The prefrontal cortex shrinks. Now your prefrontal cortex shrinks. What happens? You're not able to use critical thinking. So now you stay with the limbic brain, which is the animalistic side of the brain, reptilian brain, where you now are in survival mode. Why do you think all the boys in the ghettos, in the low deprived environment, who are always ejaculating, are always so quick to fight? They have no EQ. This is another link, which is going to be in another video, which I'm going to be talking about. We're going to be dissecting and breaking this thing down, this semen retention, to the last particle, so that we are aware of what is really happening. So when you are in this low vibration, what happens to you is detrimental, because, how can I put it? You begin to feel anxiety, depressed. Your body is thinking, what is going on with me? Because you're not supposed to be losing that many minerals. And so frequently, your body is supposed to have time to heal. Just like animals. During spring is the mating season, where they sleep with the animals and reproduce. Then what happens? Then they give their body time to recuperate. We as individuals are now 24/7 on this screen, ejaculating, waking up, ejaculating, waking up, ejaculating. Our body doesn't have time to recover. And in doing so, it's detrimental to us. So we as individuals need to heal, practice semen retention, and recuperate in order for us to now go and rise up in the vibrational scale and all the way back up and back to feeling like ourselves again. But we're going to be breaking this down. I have more videos coming, but this is your boy DBD. Shalom.